You know what, y'all? I find myself in these dilemmas. I don't know if they want to say moral, ethical. I don't really know exactly what I should be saying about the predicament that I find myself in, but for some reason, some of the things on social media just gets under my skin. It gets under my skin, and it's like, I try to figure, I say, you know what? Somebody is going to say something to correct this issue, to address this issue. But for some reason, nobody comes along. For some reason, nobody comes along and says, hey, bro, that ain't right. Hey, sis, chill out. So I find myself sitting down, not only being patient, but also looking at situations and asking myself, you know what, man? If somebody else is afraid to say something, maybe I need to say something. Let me go further. Maybe I need to do something. I find myself using this tough love platform, really just tackling the hard topics. And one of these topics is, and I feel like I've addressed this before, but if I didn't do a good job, if I failed for some reason, let me re-tackle this motherfucker one more time. If you got delicate ears, go ahead and turn this off right now. If you are holier than thou and you don't listen to any profanity, this ain't the message for you. Okay? If you don't like to hear someone talk with passion and rant, then this ain't the message for you. That's fine. Go ahead and move on. Okay? But for those people who like to listen to a few seconds of common sense, a few seconds of passion, a few seconds of assertiveness, a few seconds of a few choice words, then this might be for you. I've watched people go online that used to be drug addicts. I've watched people go online that used to be alcoholics. I've watched people go online that didn't have a relationship with their kids. I've watched people go online that lost their jobs, lost their homes, lost their cars, didn't have no money in the bank, had a bad ass credit score. I've watched people who have struggled now online giving good advice, giving positive, sound advice. Not only am I impressed and I'm happy in all outdoors to say, wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. But I've also watched people try to tear them down. I've watched people try to tear them down. And the thing about it is, a lot of people are grown. They realize once they put, things out on social media, certain people are going to feel a certain type of way. But I think it's always should be more positive than negative. But why is there even a negative aspect to it? Let me put this thing down and really get involved right now. Why is there a negative aspect to it anyway? If someone takes the time and says, you know what, yesterday I was an alcoholic. Yesterday I was strung out on drugs. Yesterday I didn't care about my life and wanted to commit suicide. Yesterday I was having all of these damn problems, but today is a different day. I ain't trying to preach to y'all. I'm trying to get you to think about some shit. Yesterday I wasn't in a good position to provide for my family. Yesterday I was in a bad relationship. Yesterday I just didn't care about my life enough to go to the gym, to worry about tomorrow. But today I'm doing some different shit. Today I'm on a different path. Today I'm praying a little bit more. Today I'm taking my time and being patient and motivated about life. And they get online and they say, you know what? I want to share my journey with people. I want to share my positivity with people. And why does it mean that if you're positive, you're automatically saying you're perfect? Why is that the message being sent out to people? If you're trying to be positive, you're automatically perfect. I need to help somebody right now. I need to share this shit. Share this shit. Why does it mean that if you're trying to help other people, why does it mean if you're trying to help your damn self? Why does it mean you have to be perfect? There are some jealous ass people because you are trying to do better. And I ain't just talking about friends, I'm talking about family as well. These people stand beside you and they have been draining you for a long damn time. They have been leeching off of your motivation. They've been leeching off of you financially, emotionally. They have been taking advantage of you for a long time. And the minute that you find yourself, the minute that you realize your importance, the minute that you know your damn worth, they get mad. They get pissed off. Because now you don't have time for the drama. You don't have time for the gossip. You don't have time for yesterday because you're living for today and forward. Your focus is positivity. Your focus is what you're doing in your life that's going to better your life. It's not helping you out financially to talk about all those people out there. It's not helping you out financially to keep on dealing with drama and staying in bullshit. But this is my thing, that no matter how positive you are, someone reminds you that you're not perfect. We need to talk about it. I'm going to walk over here and y'all going to share. Just hit the share button. I'm going to walk over here and give you a second because I know sometimes it don't register until you do something dramatic to pull people in. So here we go. Here we go. Share. Go ahead and share. Hit the share button. I ain't care about the like button. Hit the share button. We're going to do something different today. Every single time you do something to be positive, somebody going to have something to say about it. And somebody said, man, they should just ignore that shit. And I get it, but it means more than that. It means more than that. When someone says something, one person says something negative, it should be 10 people saying something to support that positivity. Let me be honest with you. Grown people do grown shit. And if you realize, hey man, my life ain't been perfect. I've stumbled, I've tripped. I have not been the best me in my lifetime, but I'm working on it. Don't let people pull you down. Don't let people say, well, let me throw stones. Let me throw stones at you. Those people find themselves to be insignificant and they're looking at you and they don't want your light to be brighter than their light. They don't want you to realize your worth. So what they do is they try to throw dirt on your light so it don't shine through. But it's something special about you. There's something powerful about what it is that you do and what you provide. And people listen to it. They get a tingly feeling when they hear you talking. So stop letting people pull you down or derail you or distract you. Let me tell you something about Mario J. Mario J was able to put out over 50 videos in the last, since July. And people jump on there and what they say is, man, these are some great points. You don't speak like everybody else. This is not a bandwagon situation. You don't just support all men and say they're all right. You don't support all women and say they're all right. You talk the facts. You talk, clear and concisely. But there's always one or two people that says, hey man, you ain't perfect. I had someone, I was giving some advice out, which I thought it was really common sense, to be honest with you. And someone says, are you a psychologist? Y'all remember y'all grandparents? Do y'all remember y'all grandparents? Remember Big Mama? You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy or whatever case, we used to go to their house or whatever. And they always used to speak in such a manner where people understood because they used common sense. How many degrees did Big Mama have? How many degrees did she need to make sense? How many degrees did she need to sit down and look at a situation and factually determine what the hell should happen? Who is wrong? Who is right? How many? So it's confusing today when someone says if you give your experience, you give your institutional knowledge, that you need a degree in order to apply that. I said something in some earlier videos. One, I talked about the Jada and Will Smith situation or whatever. People, a lot of people got over 100,000 views, but a lot of people agree with what I said. But it was a couple people who said, you know what? Hey, that's their life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We got it. That's their life. Definitely. But we also got the fact that they're celebrities, and we as the public have an opinion about it. And my thing about it is, what's so crazy about it is, a person will knock your opinion to promote theirs on you. I'm going to say this again. A person will knock your opinion to promote their opinion on you. Okay. I said something about the Cat Williams thing. I didn't find it impressive. I didn't find it needed. I thought that what he did was very clownish. I think as a celebrity, you do have a responsibility because people see you. So him coming out in this funny ass wig with his clown suit on, as people said, not only did he do it for publicity, but he also did it because people wouldn't pay attention. People don't pay attention unless you dressed up. That's where we get it wrong. I'm talking to all the black men right now. We ain't got to dress up as women to get attention. We ain't got to wear skinny leg jeans and big ass chains. We ain't got to do all the fuck boy shit that society say we need to do in order to hold an audience. So the whole narrative of Cat Williams having to dress up like Tekashi 6ix9ine so the black community can pay attention is bullshit. Just like everybody didn't agree with Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, everybody is attracted to what they're attracted to. And if that ain't your cup of tea, then you need to go sip from another cup. Period. Cardi B got a chance to talk to Joe Biden. Some people say she represented the black community. Some people say, hey, she ain't even black. But I want you to think about this right now. I want you to ask yourself right now, is Cardi B, and we're not knocking the fact that she is a talented artist in the niche that she fits in the rap community. Salute to her, salute to everybody that support the WAP or whatever the case may be. This ain't a knock to that. My thing about it is, I think about all the people that pride themselves on having these activist role in society. Okay, Cardi B has stated herself she's not a role model. Don't look to her to be a role model. United, this is an opportunity for us to do something great. This is an opportunity for us to stop the bullshit and stop the hating. We don't need perfect people. We don't need perfect people. We need people with common sense. We need people willing to take the first step. We need consistent people. If people are saying common sense shit, then support that shit. Stop trying to say if you ain't doing nothing ratchet, then we ain't supporting it. If you not arguing and acting a damn fool, then we ain't doing nothing to support it. We ain't sharing that shit. What we gonna do is we gonna remind you about yesterday. My thing about it is, ladies and gentlemen, for anybody that's out there doing something positive, putting their fucking leg forward and saying, you know what? Hey, listen, this is about betterment. This is about somebody that's on their last leg, that got a knife to their wrist and saying, this is it. And if this is the message that gets you fired up and saying, I'm going to continue to live for me. I'm going to continue to live for my family. I'm going to continue to live for my friend. But goddamn it, I'm going to do it for me as well. If this gets you fired up, then I don't give a shit who don't like it. I don't give a shit how tough it is for somebody to hear it. I don't care how jealous the next person is. That's the problem. That's the reason why we're so divided. We got people actually having a conversation talking about, we got other black people. I already gave the disclaimer out. We got other black people using the N-word, saying, I'm not the N-word. Don't call me the N-word. That's those black people over there, that's the N-word. I'm a little bit confused. If the N-word is supposed to be something derogatory and it's something that white people came up with to bash and put black people in a certain particular category, which everybody, all black people, I don't care how educated you is, I don't care where you live at, I don't care how you speak or how you pronunciate, I don't care what it is, okay? According to the layout that white people had, white America had for black people, everybody was the N-word. So now you got other black people that feel like I don't live in the projects. Okay, well shit. Okay, well okay. Let's do this. I don't think I live in a. Don't look like a projects to me. But here's the thing. Imagine me telling people, and I've heard this, and I've had to argue this. People got the audacity to say, well, them N-words in Chicago acting a fool. Them N-words in Chicago acting a fool. So let me get this straight. If I live in Beverly Hills and I get pulled over, I'm an N-word. If I go in the bank and I apply for a loan, I'm an N-word. So some reason we differentiate between N-word based on where we live and how we act. And my whole thing about it is why we even using the N-word. If black people that look like you are doing some fuck shit, hey, they doing some fuck shit. Those black people are doing some fuck shit. But why are we saying those black people the N-word? Why are we using that to describe other black people? This is how we racially allow other nationalities to win, other races to win over black people, by using words that they've used to tear us down and put us in these categories. I don't care where you come from. I don't care who you are. When you get pulled over and you get stopped at night, guess what somebody's thinking? Guess what? It's a possibility somebody could be thinking, this ain't nothing but another N-word. They're not going to ask you if you're from Chicago or not, if you've ever lived in a suburbs or urban community. So why you keep on identifying other black people because they don't live in your community? They don't talk how you talk. They don't look and act like you act. Oh, those just a bunch of N-words. Huh? Well, according to white society, you're an N-word too. It don't matter how many times you play house boy or house girl. We got to find a way to be united. Stop using words used to tear other people down and to make us look bad collectively. Stop hating on people and telling them, well, if you're trying to be positive, you also need to be perfect. You also need to be perfect. Miss Harris, VP, Democrat, you got to be perfect. If not, we're going to break down your record. You ain't black enough for us. Things, and at this particular point, I just want to tell y'all right now, do things that make sense. If you see something positive, if you say, you know what, this is something that's going to help build and help somebody grow, it don't matter what walk of life they came from. Does it make sense? Do it make sense? And if it makes sense, support it. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm telling you right now, if you had a drug addiction, if you was locked up in jail for 30 years, if you got caught stealing a Snicker bar out of 7-Eleven, it don't matter. As long as you ain't do nothing to no kids, I don't care really. It's okay if you come back. You have a chance at redemption. You have the applause to go ahead and be positive. Stop letting people remind you of some negative shit because they ain't feeling good about theyself. They ain't feeling good about theyself. Hey, you go get a new house. Well, I remember. You get a new job. Well, I remember. You didn't have your kids. Oh, well, I remember. You was in a bad relationship. Well, I remember. You always got a motherfucker to tell you what they remember, but they don't never see what you currently doing to help you with that shit. Well, they didn't help you out the old shit. The same people that remember all the bad shit didn't help you in the bad shit. You think they're going to help you with the good shit? They're going to help you wake up in the morning and go running? They're going to help you save some money and invest in that property? They're going to say, well, here's some first class tickets to goddamn Hawaii or Japan. You think they're going to help you? Hell no. But they can remember all they want. Let me tell you jealous motherfuckers something right now. And I'm speaking for everybody that's trying to do something other than sit on their fucking hands. If you don't like the language, get your ass out this live. Don't come in my live talking about the language. This is the message. It doesn't matter when you decide to turn your life around. It don't matter how many people that don't like you or didn't rock with you. It don't matter what your conviction was. If you are trying to do better, then do better. If you're trying to be better, then be better. Stop letting people keep you stagnant because they're scared of your growth. This is Mario J. This is Tough Love. If you like the message, share the message. Leave some feedback. But for all of you jealous motherfuckers that's trying to say, if you positive, you gotta be perfect. I'm gonna leave you with 2 words: adult up.